Ever since the very first animated movie aired around 100 years ago, this rich and fascinating medium of entertainment has covered a journey from a simple etching to the digital revolution. But still, most people think that animation movies are meant solely for the kids and are not taken seriously. It may come to your surprise that some of the most well-written and emotional movies are actually animated. So I am here with a list of 5 best animated movies depending on how intense and powerful emotion it delivers and how it attached with the audiences by the end, and are also a must-see regardless of whether you like animated movies or not. So stay tuned and watch till the very end. Number 5. How to Train Your Dragon. Produced by DreamWorks Animation, this computer animated action fantasy is a brilliant feast for the eyes. It's really rare when an animated movie has attained such an eminence and successfully sustained that respectable position even after a decade of its first release. How to Train Your Dragon is one breathtaking roller coaster ride with a visually stunning tale of a boy and his pet dragon, and how they end up developing an inexplicably emotional connection. Nominated for 2 Oscars and winning 25 other different awards, this movie certainly is amongst the DreamWorks' best creation till date. Number 4. Toy Story 2. Before I start with it, let's agree to this fact that there's no other movie franchisee ever made which has given 4 consecutive masterpieces as Pixar's Toy Story did. It's really hard to point out the greatest of all the 4 Toy Story movies, so I would talk about my personal favorite, Toy Story 2. Released in 1999, Toy Story 2 is the second installment in the Toy Story franchise, in which Buzz and his friends embarks on a rescue mission to save its friend before they become a museum toy. The movies like this are the reasons why I think the Pixar is far better than Disney animation, and has even proved today, almost after 25 years, with its 4th installment to Toy Story franchise, which is equally stunning, witty and enchanting sequel. Nominated for 1 Oscar and winning 20 other different awards, Toy Story 2 literally outshines its contemporary movies of that time. Number 3. Spirited Away. Released in 2001, Spirited Away is a Japanese animated fantasy film which tells a story about a 10-year-old girl who, while moving to a new neighborhood, wanders into the world owned by ghosts and spirits. Honestly, I don't go for old and 2-dimensional animated movies, but this movie is unlike any other animated movies you would come across. It's enchanting and deeply beautiful and emotionally mythical fairy tale with a cinematography so powerful that it literally haunts you for good reasons. Winning 1 Oscar along with other 57 different awards, no doubt even after 2 decades of its release, this movie still overweights the most highly grossed animated masterpieces of Hollywood. Number 2. Spiderman Into the Spiderverse. Released in 2018, Spiderman Into the Spiderverse is the first animated feature film in the Spiderman franchise to be set in a Spiderverse. The idea of bringing together alternate version of Spider-Man was eventually resulted into a comic book released in 2014 with the name Spiderverse. The story is about a teen named Miles Morales who becomes a Spider-Man and fights to stop a threat to its city, along with 5 other Spider-Men travel through different universes. Since I'm not a big Marvel fan, but I do like some of its movies like very first Spider-Man franchise, the first Iron Man and Logan. But after the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, it becomes my all-time favorite Marvel movie. Also, this flawless epic becomes the first ever Marvel movie to win an Oscar along with 72 different other awards. Number 1. Wall-E. Yet another masterpiece from Pixar, Wall-E, released in 2008, is a story of a post-apocalyptic Earth where a leftover lonely robot falls in love with another robot and pursues it across the galaxy. The movie is so powerful that you will start to relate yourself with that lifeless yet emotionally conscious robot named Wall-E. In the time of absolute loneliness and despair, when Wall-E discovers a probe named Eve, and how they build a connection is beyond beautiful and certainly could put the love stories like Twilight and Notebook to shame. No doubt, Wall-E has successfully set the standard for the animation movies for its inexplicably stunning and an emotional tale in sci-fi genre. It has won 1 Oscar along with other 90 different awards, and for me certainly is the best movie of all time after the movies like Inception and Scarface. So here was the list of 5 movies that I have picked from the list of hundreds of animation masterpieces which you should watch once in your lifetime. If you like the video, please like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe.